Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tamaria, Lakayye, and I am coming to you with another video. This video is gonna be more like a vlog because I'm kind of like out and about, eating food, talking about sister locks. But anyways, I go to Burger King and I try out the new pulled pork sandwich, and I tell you about how my appointment went for my first retie and some of the things that I've noticed about my hair after my first retie. So if you're interested in this video, please feel free to go ahead and keep on watching. If you didn't know, I just recently started documenting my journey where I go from a 4C loose natural to a locked natural. So if you're interested in that kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell. All right, let's get into the video. Hey y'all. So I decided to just go ahead and take y'all along with me today to get something to eat. It's almost 2 o'clock and I've literally had nothing to eat today except for like a small bowl of matzo meal. If you don't know what matzo meal is, it's kind of like grits, except for it's brown instead of white. So I was watching some reviews earlier of what's his name? What's that guy's name? I think it's Darius Dukes or something like that. And basically he goes around and he does food reviews. And I went to Burger King the other day and I was like, they got some new stuff on the menu. They had a taco, but I was like, I already know this taco is gonna be gross, so I don't even want to try it. And then they have a pulled pork sandwich. And now back in the day, pulled pork and brisket barbecue sandwiches was my thing. Like, I haven't found them in any like those small convenience stores that you would go to that would usually have them. Haven't seen them in years. So when I seen this pulled pork, it kind of reminded me of that. So that's what I'm hoping that it tastes like. But yeah, so I'm just about to go to Burger King and get that, and then I'll tell you guys how I feel about my first retie. It's been about 5 days since I had my retie, and yeah, we'll talk about that. So something else that I just remembered is that I have not got my sister locks birth certificate yet. So I'm about to check the mailbox and I know it's still not in there, but I would say it was about 3 or 4 days after I did the video on my sister locks pros and cons of the starter kit, and I sent it off. Of course, you know, I put the right amount of postage and everything like that on there. I didn't know if I was supposed to put a postage in there for them to send it back because it didn't say that. But it's been about a good month and a half and I have yet to hear anything from them, and to be honest, I don't think they're gonna send it. Like, if I'm being completely honest, like if they haven't sent it by now, then I feel like the only way I'm gonna get it is if I were to have to like call them and be like, yeah, where's my sister lock certificate? And to be honest, I don't think it's that serious. It's really not that serious, but it would have been nice to have it just for, you know, just for the sakes of having it, since it is, you know, this luxury brand of locks. But yeah, nope, still not here, still haven't got it. Yeah, I would like to try your pulled pork king.
Number 14?
No, your pulled pork king.
Oh, pulled pork king.
Yeah.
You want to make it as a meal?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, that would be it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I low-key want to go ahead and get a Twix vanilla shake. I've never had that, so since I'm trying like something different and new, at least from Burger King anyway, the pulled pork, I think I want to try that too. My little natural skin is coming through today with a little nice little natural glow. I know in the beginning of my pregnancy, like right under here, like it stayed broken out, and it's still broken out now, but it just doesn't look as bad. I'm really not looking forward to that part in my pregnancy where my nose starts to get wide, because my nose is already kind of big. So it's gonna be like, I hate that part of pregnancy.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh boy.
So on the drink instead, can I go ahead and try one of your shakes with the Twix?
You want Twix shake?
Yeah. All right, y'all, so I got my food. I'm pushing my chair back so that I can get comfortable and get ready to eat it. This is the shake. Doesn't really look like they put a lot of Twix in there, but I'm hoping it's good. I haven't got onion rings in forever, So she gave me this zesty sauce, I guess, to go with the onion rings. I've never tried it. Have you tried it? I wanted barbecue sauce for my onion rings. They are nice and fresh. Let's see what this pulled pork is looking like. It's actually, it looks big, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of meat on there. It's feeling kind of light. So like right as soon as I open it up, it doesn't look that good. It's just very plain. There's no sauce dripping or nothing like that going on. So under the bun, let's see. They wrong for this. They got them onions. Where's the pork? Is that it? Is that all the pork you get? They wrong. I'm gonna need them to put at least 2.5 scoops of pork on here. What is anybody supposed to do with this little baby scoop of pork? And they want to charge $5 for a sandwich? Where the receipt at? I think I already threw it away. It's supposed to be a king. Okay, so the dude that I watched the review, his sandwich looked a little bit like this. Okay, he had a little bit of sauce dripping off his burger, but it didn't look like it had a lot of meat on there. But I'm gonna need them to do better. This is supposed to be a pulled pork king sandwich, not a junior pork, not a regular pork, but a king pork. So I'm gonna need them to put some more meat on this. If I was that girl, I would drive back around and be like, excuse me, where's the meat? Now, even though I did all that complaining, it's actually good. And I feel like it's good because they went in at the fact. The barbecue sauce and bread is just good together. Like, it's like one of them struggle meals, like where you only got peanut butter and syrup, or you got bread, butter, and sugar, bread and ketchup, because you ain't got no hot dogs or no lunch meat. It's like literally one of them struggle meals where it's like, but it's just mostly like bread and sauce. They definitely need to put some more meat on there and stop selling bread and sauce, because then it would be fire. All right, let me get into this retie for my sister locks. So my appointment was on Sunday. My consultant had me had my blood boiling. So she didn't hit me up the day before to confirm the appointment, which I was like, okay, I'll just hit her up in the morning. So I hit her up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, like we still good for 10 a.m. She texts me back about 40 minutes later. No, I got you down for 4 p.m. So I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, here we go again. I went back through our text messages where we actually set the time and the date for the retie. I said, did you double check? Can you double check? Make sure it's the right person. And I didn't hear nothing from her. So she read my text messages, left me on red, didn't reply back. And so it's like 15 minutes to the time where we scheduled the appointment, which was 10 a.m. And I hit her up like, did you check? What's good? Can I come? And she was like, you good? I was like, okay, I should be, because you know this is the time that we scheduled initially. So I don't see what the problem was and why you didn't text me back, but okay. So one of the things I do like about my consultant is that she is like right down the street, like literally right down the street. Takes me less than 10 minutes to get to her. So I head to her house. I get there, she not there. I ring the doorbell, nobody answers. She has like one of those little recording things on her doorbell where she can see who's there. So she calls me while I'm at the door talking about, I seen when you came and you rang the doorbell. I'm right down the street. I had to run and get me something to drink real quick. Get in the house, and she's like, I know my clients probably think I'm going crazy, but I just been all off with my schedule, blah blah blah. So she's like, something about, she's using Google or the regular app on your phone to set her appointments. And I guess it's been making changes and modifications to it. Let her tell the story. So it's like, why don't you try like Style C or other kind of apps so that you can keep your appointments in line, or maybe even hire you an assistant. She was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that because this don't make no sense. Anyway, fast forward, we get to the hair. She set her timer on her phone, and that's basically how we determine what's gonna be the price for the retie. Not the first one, because the first one's free. So she starts on my head. She starts on the side that she did. She's like, any problems with your locks? I was like, yeah, there's a few of them that look like they need to be repaired. I was like, once you get to the crown, you'll see them. So she's going and going and going, and she sees one that's slipping. And this is one that I hadn't even seen. It's like way towards the back. So she shows me, and it's like the lock is doing good, then it gets really thin, and then it starts to thicken up. And that's what she said was the bunching. She's like, we're just gonna see how it does until the next time I see you and figure out what we'll do then. Because of course she didn't want to repair my locks right then and there, because it would have took her longer, and this was the free retie. And then she's seen the ones that I was telling her about at the top that was like that, like initially after I got my install. Like I hadn't done anything to my hair, but those were the locks that I found once I started, you know, actually inspecting my locks one by one. She was like, I don't even know how that could have happened. What have you been doing to your hair? Not much, spritzing it here and there, light oil every now and then. That's pretty much it. She was like, how do you style your hair? Told her how I styled it, and she was like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. So she did half of my head on that Sunday because she overbooked. She didn't schedule me for enough time. She had clients coming in. So I went in, I would say I probably got there at 10:10. And so we went all the way until about 12. So 2 hours. She was like, I'm gonna call you. She was like, do you have anything to do? And I'm like, no, I don't have anything to do today. She was like, okay, I'm gonna call you when I get a chance and when I get done with my other clients. So she hits me up at about like 7, asking me if I wanted to come tonight or tomorrow. So I just opted to choose the next day. I didn't feel like dealing with her or getting back out for the night. I had heartburn. So I was like, fuck it. So I go the next day. She finishes it. It takes about an hour and a half, and then we're pretty much done. Now, what I noticed after I got my hair retied is that my scalp was tender. Now, my edges had grew out. Like, there was like a whole lot of baby hairs that wasn't locked that grew out, but it seems like she snatched those back up into my baby lock because it's not really there anymore. Which I don't mind, because I feel like my edges are just gonna keep on growing. But it was cute having that extra hair to kind of lay down when I actually did feel like styling my hair. So because my hair was like tender, it wasn't like super sore, but it was like tender, I was like, I really don't want to do anything to my hair. So I've just kind of been like rolling it up into styles like this and then just pinning it to the back. I noticed that after my retie, the ends that I complained about like in the beginning of my installation, like after my retie, they looked more stringier. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they weren't really curling up like how they were in the beginning. And I guess that's because not only because of the retie, but also because I haven't really been spritzing my hair with any products. So since I got my retie, the only thing that I put in my hair is oil. I haven't put any water in my hair. So I use the wild growth oil on my scalp. I use Jamaican castor oil on my lock, and that's pretty much it. And around my edges. And I've done that twice since my retie. So my ends, they look stringier, and I guess it's also because of the way that I'm wearing my hair, but I like it more like that than when I put the water on there and they get like this kinky, almost kind of curly look. I like them better when it's just kind of stringy because it gives it more length. It's not shriveling up. So I think I like it better like that. So I'm gonna probably stay away from the spray bottle as much as I can this month just to see the difference. And then as well, after my retie, I noticed that my scalp, it itches more. And I know the wild growth oil will make your scalp itch too, but prior to me even putting the oil in my hair, it was itching. I feel like after my retie, my hair looks like or I would say my locks look way more defined. It was like when I did my braid out and each lock was standing out. I don't know if it was because it was like tightened at the roots and they were just all doing their own kind of thing, but it looked like each lock was definitely defined. My scalp, it was tender for about, I would say about 3 days. And just now it's like starting to get to that point to where I feel like I actually do want to pull it up. But before I was just like, nope, I'm not doing nothing with it. It needs to stay kind of down or just loose and do whatever. But I'm definitely not trying to pull it up in no bun like I was doing before. Those are pretty much the only differences I see in my actual appearance of my hair and what I feel like on my scalp. And I think that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit that share button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.